There's this unfortunate thing that happens once a year in China. It's called the two sessions.
Yes.
Now,
Let me explain the two sessions real quick.
do you have to?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I have to let everyone understand.
All right.
Because you're about to be bombarded with so much propaganda that attempts to explain it to you
Yeah.
that I can do it in one sentence.
Okay.
The two sessions is where the CCP meets with another body of the CCP and discusses what they're going to do.
Yeah.
That's quite literally all it is.
Yeah.
Right? It's the biggest event really in China for the Chinese government.
Yeah.
And for some bizarre reason, China is absolutely post Xi Jinping. Like,
Yeah, only after Xi Jinping.
took
Only
power.
after him, yeah.
You didn't even know about it when
No,
before
and nobody
Xi Jinping.
wants to know about it.
No one gives a shit about
Yeah.
the Liang Hui, which is
Yeah.
two sessions. After Xi Jinping took power, for some reason, it became his absolute obsession to make sure that everyone in the world knows what the two sessions are.
Yes.
No one gives a shit. But what has been fascinating is that Winston has been documenting over the past few days every year's attempt at trying to make you as an English speaker care about the two sessions. And it is hilarious.
It's terrible. And I actually was getting brainwashed,
Yes.
okay, going through this stuff.
This is your report.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I went to go and look because, by the way, this morning, this popped up on Xinhua, which is, of course, the biggest news outlet from China. Xinhua, they got a global link section.
You
And-
recognize anyone?
Yeah, do you recognize anyone there?
This
you know?
is Rick's
Yeah.
big moment.
Yeah, you see, it says explainer. Why are China's two sessions so important? And it's got three random foreigners there. One of them being Rick. We all know Rick, right?
Wow, so good.
You know, this is Rick.
Wow, that's a little too much for me.
Okay, you know, Rick has been a big part of the show for a while now.
Everyone's wants us to play the rap.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming.
It's a yearly tradition.
Yeah, it's yearly tradition. Anyway, the fact of the matter is this popped up. So I'm like, okay, it's two sessions time again. Because it is.
Yeah, and by the way, if you're new to this show, you have to understand the two sessions is to us as China watchers like Christmas for like Westerners.
Yeah.
Like this is when we get together and we all celebrate two sessions propaganda.
Yeah, so let's just get into it and take a look at this little video that's come up. This was released like 5-6 hours ago. Let's take a look.
What are China's two sessions?
They refer to the annual sessions of the National People's Congress, NPC, and the Chinese People's Political Consultative Conference, CPPCC.
First session of the 14th CPPCC National Committee. The CPPCC is an important institution in the system under the leadership of the CPC of the 14th CPPCC National Committee, comprising CPC representatives,
NPC deputies and CPPCC members, while CPPCC members offer proposals to participate in the deliberation.
The CPC and China. The 28th CPC National Congress,
CPPCC.
See you at the two sessions.
This is the latest attempt. So
Yeah.
I see what you did here.
Yeah.
You're going to go through a chronological order
Sure.
of their propaganda of how they tried to make you as Westerners care.
So
This is the
yeah,
newest.
Rick
leveled up.
I went to Xinhua. Now, Xinhua, as we all know, like I've said, is China's like top state news organization. Okay, one of them. And I went to look on their YouTube channel. They have a playlist of like 109 two sessions videos. 109. Okay.
If you do the math, we're talking millions and millions of dollars were put into making you care about the two sessions as a English speaker. By the way, I don't remember being beaten up and punched in the face twice and then put on to this propaganda, but apparently I was.
It kind of looks like you, doesn't it?
If I was punched twice.
Yeah, and you went cross-eyed.
Can you show him up close?
Yeah,
Like,
sure.
I just noticed now, 'cause this is your report.
Yeah.
This guy is me if I was punched.
Isn't there like a close-up of him going CPPCC? There. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I just
absolutely.
got decked in the face and then they drew
Twice.
eyebrows on me.
Yeah, that's right. So what they've tried to do is they've tried very hard to make people interested in this boring-ass political meeting.
No one gives a shit. Dude,
Yeah.
no one in China gives a shit.
Nope.
No one in the West gives a shit, but they
and
don't
yeah.
stop. And this is one party leadership, like in a nutshell, is that they latch onto something and the top goes, we have to make the world care about this. So
Yeah.
they put millions of dollars into this.
So I thought I'd go through just some of the tricks they've tried, okay? So people aren't interested in our boring political forum.
I like your background.
I made it correct. This is very Chinese, government.
Yes.
How do we make foreigners care? In 2016, I'm going to start from 2016. It goes back more, but we can't go too far back in the past.
Sure.
Let's try VR cameras.
So this is their first trick.
And it's got, 164 views or something. And this is something we have to point out. The Xinhua YouTube channel, where these videos that I got them from, has got 1.34 million subscribers.
Okay.
So
how many views did this get?
165 or so.
So millions of dollars went into making us care about the 2 sessions, and it got 100 views.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're going to see that I showed every video how many views it gets. So this is the first one. Let's get out of here. We can see they start out with these gimmicks like...
Standing outside the Great Hall of the People.
Journalists are using a variety of gadgets to help them cover this year's annual political sessions in Beijing, known widely as the 2 sessions.
I got a mic, a cell phone, a headset, and a selfie stick trying to do some live broadcast here. But you know what? My colleagues have got a secret weapon this year that is called virtual reality. So this is the first time that Chinese media try out the virtual reality outfits to cover China's most important political event.
Yeah, that didn't work.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
Can you go back I want to see the first setup where she's walking around with the headphones and the selfie stick.
Yeah, that's...
it's incredible. It's such an incredible image. So what this is now we're not going to tell you what the 2 sessions is.
Yeah.
We want you to care about it and look into it perhaps. But first we need to impress you. We're going to film you on a broadcast camera from the 90s.
Yeah, this is 2016, guys. This looks like it was shot in 93.
They're literally shooting on a 90s broadcast camera.
Yeah.
But they're shooting virtual reality selfie stick, 360 camera, headphones, VR.
That's correct. So the whole thing is, you can see those are all GoPros strapped together. Remember when that was a thing to do 360 cameras?
We can also technology.
Yeah.
That's what this is.
It's like, who wants to see a bunch of political douchebags sitting around discussing something but you can look around.
Yes.
Ooh, let me look at what that board guy is doing.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so what was the next one?
In 2017, they decided they're going to try robots.
Okay.
Now, before we even get into this, I got to tell you that their video is so badly shot. It looked like it was in a toilet.
It looked like it was in a mug of beer.
Yeah, and so I color corrected it. You'll see suddenly the color gets better. That was me. That wasn't them.
You're going to show the original broadcast first.
Yeah. Let's take a look. Oops.
Hello and welcome to Xinhua Live. I'm Lai Yuchen with Xinhua News Agency in Beijing. China is now in a busy political season, and the ongoing 2 sessions held here has drawn much attention from global media. Many of the 3,000 reporters covering the events are equipped with some eye-opening new devices and gadgets, which might change this game thoroughly in the future. The new techs include virtual reality, augmented reality, and artificial intelligence.
They keep throwing this crap around. So you think this whole thing about AI and whatnot is new. It's been around for a long time. They keep throwing these words around. Oh, we're so advanced. We're going to do this. And
remember I told you guys, you probably remember, they try to cram as much propaganda initiatives into one thing as possible. So their prerogative here is that you care about the 2 sessions.
Yeah.
You see in the first clip in 2016, they're like, oh, but we're leading the world in VR this year. So we got to throw VR in, which had nothing to do with VR.
Yeah.
In this one, they're like, we're leading the world in AI and robotics.
Yeah.
So we got to throw that in here too.
Yeah, let's take a look at the robotics here because it's pretty fascinating.
But what we are going to discuss today is not only about the equipment, but also about the reporter himself. So I want you guys to meet with my new colleague, Inspire. Okay. Hello, Inspire. Nice to meet you. Can you introduce yourself to us? Hello?
Sure. I'm Inspire, a trainee reporter at Xinhua News Agency. I can speak Mandarin Chinese and a little English.
Hold on, pause it. You can speak Mandarin Chinese and English. That's better than Sarah AI.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yes, younger and beautiful.
for some reason can only speak a little bit of Thai and English.
Yeah. I like how long it took to respond, and that's probably because the guy who has to press the play button or whatever didn't hear her finish.
By the way, guys, just so you know, what Winston said is absolutely correct. This is not responding to her statement. This has pre-recorded things.
Absolutely.
Listen to the loaded questions that come up.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see what happens next.
Aquarius.
Okay, and can you tell us what is this place and what you're doing here?
We're now in the newsroom for China's annual 2 sessions at the Xinhua headquarters in Beijing. Updates of the events will be released here in various forms.
You didn't cut that, right?
No,
you didn't add the dead space.
No, that was completely unmolested. That's how it was. Except I made the color better because it was terrible.
You helped them.
Yeah, I couldn't look at it. It was making me blind.
Yeah, judging from the views there, what is that? That was their most popular one.
No. That one got 800 views or something.
800 views. So what I want to say is that right now, we gave the Chinese government more exposure than they ever received on their millions of dollars of investment in this propaganda.
The next video, this one that you're going to see now, actually got the most views.
Okay, so the 2019, you skipped 2018, so we went 16, 17, 19.
There's so many boring like flash animation type things where it looks literally like myfirstflashanimation.org, it looks terrible. There's all sorts of incredibly boring. I didn't want to bore our audience too much. There's like this one where they do a quiz and they're like, let's do a fun quiz. And they write down, what do these numbers mean to you? 20, 35, and 26. That means the GDP will be grown by this. It's so bad. It's so bad. So I skipped those. I skipped those very horrible ones.
Okay.
And in 2019, because robots didn't work and whatever else didn't work, they said, how about some foreign women?
God, they bring the foreign women in because then it gives legitimacy, right?
And strangely enough, it's their most viewed video out of all of the 2 sessions videos. Anyway, let's see.
Love them some foreign women, I guess.
Are you guys ready?
Ready.
What are the 2 sessions?
So the 2 sessions are the annual plenary sessions of the National People's Congress, which is the NPC, and the National Committee of the Chinese People's Political Consultative Conference, which is the CPPCC.
CPPCC.
Yeah.
So they tried to get some British women or whatever to be like, this is the consultative. They read the same entry every single time.
That's CPP. Bullshit.
Bro, it's our job to literally cover this kind of stuff. Yeah. And I'm not even joking. 1 minute on the internet, as someone that's not a China watcher, you can learn so much more than any of these videos, which are just garbled crap.
Yeah.
There's nothing of interest in any of these videos.
Now, here's where things... This is also 2019, by the way.
Yeah.
This is where things kind of worked. I wouldn't say they worked. They didn't make you... but
you know what you're here for, guys. If you're an OG fan of the China show, you know exactly what we do every year. We've done it 2 years in a row now. This will be our 3rd year.
Yeah.
It is a tradition that we cover the 2 sessions wrap.
Yes.
This is when... the CPC, CPPP
of the
NPC decided that they would put in their millions of dollars of budget to make a rap song, because rap was popular in 2019 for China.
Yep.
To go out to the rest of the world, the Western world / India / any English-speaking country, and say, if we rap about the 2 sessions, then we'll convince people that the 2 sessions were literally old fart communists meet each other and suck each other off and tell each other what bullshit they're going to do or have already decided.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll make a rap out of that, and then people will like it, right? But not only that, we'll make it so the rap is like a thesaurus, so then people will be impressed by how complex the English language that we use in this rap is.
Yeah, so
it's incredible.
Without further ado, let's do it. Yes.
Yeah. This is our favorite.
Oh, yeah. Best thing China's ever invented.
Yes, it's incredible.
Yeah.
I got elation from inspiration, writing a compliment song for the nation. While I'm talking about 2 sessions after reckoning that section and into 4 sections to awaken acute vision and reduce tension. Just settle down and focus on what I eloquently mentioned about a true essential for countries development. signs. The air bears the weight of desire. Every civil needs to acquire knowledge as human can live without a tire. That's why we adorn and explore before we getting wiser. So now let me show you overall this here's how we got higher. You see we ascending on the dark side of the moon. On the hardness of like carbon dioxide in the ooze. Joy of success is like a weekend car right around the pool. Processing the light for achievements tied up to the moon. Subway type lights like a primal light and it might unite all the dreams and eyes. What's to be the fastest supercomputer in the world? I guess nobody might deny. Measures is a quantum satellite. Breakthrough first ever if in my mind. Launching the August, traveling in space like an imposing eagle still standing by. Xiaolong's of a bird, of a bee, you call it and a trench gun, nothing difficult. Near 5,000 meters, life shows deep in the magnificent water road. Through my car to the wild, new life demonstrating is to the conquerors. Monkey king to the west, legendary coming to the sky. Y'all know it's time for Chinese miracle. We got obsessions, we got obsessions. For the breakfast, we blessing, for the road we show affection. We got obsessions, let me show you Chinese man. Transfer bygone session, we the 42 treasure.
Yeah, Trent that.
I sing this daily.
Yeah, I can't get it out of my head.
Like for years.
Yeah, yeah.
These little sons and daughters, you won't make it if there's no rules, no standards, and no orders. Young minds and thousands outer, fly high like Skywalker, fixing the corner, a botter, seeking the cognition corner. They cannot live without nutrition. That's how I figure poverty alleviation. Fight for the poverty reduction. In fact, the less of it leading your equation. Poverty such a tragedy, a clumsy travesty. Gas is kind of ho-hum allergy fallacy, making it extremely acidic.
What's the acidide?
We gotta play it out. We'll go through.
Okay. We have to play it. Just sorry. It's just every time I watch this, there's a new word that I've noticed. You know?
Yeah, because I just noticed a bunch that were just bullshit again.
It's just nonsense.
It's like gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah, let's go to the hunting crustaceous or whatever.
Native energy, jeopardy, actually please get it away from our territory. Nobody should get in with a disgusting piss. So we got 26 out from the permanent cast of the poverty, rich the prosperity. I believe it'll be devastated and dying me. The finally comes the fancy prodigy. What a humanity, just shit called the pyramid and everything. We've got obsessions, we've got obsessions. For the breakfast we blessing, the world we show affection. We've got obsessions.
I'm so glad some of you have heard this.
Good.
What the fuck?
We got obsessions.
We got obsessions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tramp the bygones.
You gotta tramp that shit.
We keep the environment alive. Don't sacrifice seas as sunshine. It's like a summertime paradise.
Likewise.
Butterflies in July.
Oh, my best. Wait for it.
Here we are.
Yes. Gorgeous.
Years ago when it barely sits, just feel grinning piece of course no one imagined for risk beneath. Silent blast, moonlight, bonfire set, no way to get back. Ringing projects, never forgone by. Never gonna be the earth invader, forcing it into honey
crustaceous.
Be the ready one player when in front of dirty lunar. Jet all the rapaciousness like shaking off that
whatever.
We got obsessions, we got obsessions. For the breakfast we blessing, for the world we show affection. We got obsessions, let me show you Chinese man. Transfer bygone session, we the 42 present. We got obsessions, we got obsessions. For the breakfast we blessing, for the world we show affection. We got obsessions, let me show you Chinese man. Transfer bygone session, we the 42 present.
Yeah, dude. Gives you satisfied Popeye.
Can we go through a couple lines real quick?
Yeah, very quickly, sure.
Yeah, just very, because we've covered this. It's our yearly tradition.
It's yearly tradition.
We've covered this in depth before. I just wanted, right after that. Yeah.
Oh, this
one of my favorite lines. Eject all the rapaciousness, like shaking off nephrolysis. And we learned this live, actually, last time.
Yeah, it means kidney stones.
It means kidney stones. So you need to reject the rapaciousness.
Yeah, in the same way that you would shake off kidney stones.
Correct. I'm always shaking it off.
How do you shake off kidney stones?
You shake them out, you know what I mean? You're like, You know.
It's
anyway, there's so many amazing lines in this song. One of our favorites is when we meet Satisfied Popeye, which we had a deep debate.
Yeah, remember we tried to make some fan art and stuff about it last time, but it didn't work out.
Satisfied Popeye,
it was like Popeye walking out of a brothel.
Yeah, it was like an olive oil was in there or something. Yeah. But my idea was that he's talking about all this greenery.
Yeah.
So he loves spinach. So it's like Popeye's like eating all these trees or something.
Maybe,
I don't know.
Maybe. But yeah, you could actually just go line by line through this thing.
Yes.
And be amazed at the absolute bullshit. All they've done is try to cram as much propaganda into a song, but then went through like a thesaurus of like use, difficult words. It's so silly.
Hold on. What is rapaciousness again? The quality of having or showing a strong wish to take things for yourself, usually using unfair methods or force. The rapaciousness of the regime has not changed. He was conscious of the rapaciousness of his own father's practices. So you reject all the rapaciousness.
Yes, exactly.
Like shaking off necrophilicus.
You also have to tramp the bygone session where the fortitude presence.
And the fragrance were blessing.
Yeah, the fragrance were blessing. Okay, but this, tramp the bygone session where the fortitude presence.
So you're...
Tramp is like stand on, right?
Yeah, okay. To like trample something, tramp.
The bygone session. So the session is you stop. So
like session of smoking, right? Cessation.
Yeah. So you're tramping something that was stopped in the past.
Yeah.
Right.
We are the fortitude presence.
Yeah, we
in
are.
The same sentence.
It makes no sense. The
formal giving up of rights, property, or territory by a state.
So tramp the bygone session.
You stand on the past when the land was given.
Yeah.
Because we are the fortitude presence. We're the strong things now.
We could literally devote the entire show to this ridiculous rap, but we got to move on. Yes. And for those of you who hadn't seen it, now you're going to have We Got His Sessions. Let me show you Chinese manners in your head.
Best song ever. Seriously.
Yeah, it is. That's the best thing China's ever made is this song. And so every year we bring it back.
They actually, it looks like they pulled it.
They did, because if you look in the credits... it was actually made by Xinhua. There you can see New China TV, the logo.
Straight up CCP.
So the
rap.
same YouTube channel I got all these other clips from made this too.
Yes.
But it's not there anymore.
You know what sucks is every time we cover this kind of stuff and make fun of it, because we love it, it's funny as hell.
Yeah.
They actually stop it though. When we think we have a direct influence on some propaganda, and what we see is when we make fun of something, they eventually stop doing it. So we don't see CCP rap anymore. I'm sad. I miss CCP rap.
So you see this Xinhua net. This is what you see on the back of all the other YouTube videos. But, they removed it. They obviously got so embarrassed because quite a few people picked up on that nonsense.
It's on YouTube, but it's not on their thing anymore.
So anyway, that kind of worked. Yeah. I think if anything's going to get anyone interested in the two sessions, it's that ridiculous rap because people will be like, what the hell is this?
Yes. Now, I'd love to set up this one.
Yeah, go for it.
Do you remember in 2020, it was like the idea was that we've defeated China.
Yeah.
Saying we've defeated the coronavirus, we locked everyone down. You guys say it's brutal and all this kind of stuff, but we can go out and do what we want with precautions, right?
Yes.
And so what they did was they thought, hey, people love vlogs.
Yeah, vlogs the new thing.
That's the new thing. We love vlog. We know people want to go out there and vlog themselves. That's what Westerners like, right?
Yeah.
Casey Neistat and
that
stuff. So we're going to do vlog.
Yeah.
We'll make an exciting hip vlog, and then people will say, oh, I love this two sessions thing.
Yeah.
So remember, this is a follow-up to the rap. This is the next year.
I'm going to preface this with a little something.
Sure.
You're going to see this vlog. And to me, it feels as if they're kind of going back to 2017 where they introduced robots.
Yeah.
Just saying. Okay. Anyway, let's see what this hit vlog's all about, which also had, 600 and something views.
Nice. So 0.00002% of their audience.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Anyway, let's take a look.
Good return on investment.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, everyone just checked their phone. Hey, look, it's Comic MS Sans.
Hi, I'm Peng Ying, and I'm from Xinhua News Agency. It's
Great
the first
audio.
time for me to cover the two sessions, the meeting of China's top legislature and the political advisory body.
Now we're getting on the coach. We're now arriving at the Great Hall of the People.
I have now entered the Great Hall of the People.
I'm not at the reporter's stand. Today I brought many high-tech equipment. Here is a VR camera.
Oh, VR.
And a 5G box.
5G? Yeah.
I had to get that in there.
Yeah.
One more smartphone gimbal.
Why do they always do this tech shit?
I don't know. And a tripod that I'm using now.
My colleagues here are testing their equipment as they prepare to go live for global audience of the sessions. We have done some recordings today, and now we're about to leave. After today's work at the Great Hall of People, I think the following editing work will also be very important for us to make a video fun enough to watch for our audience.
You failed.
After editing this video clip, I'm now ready to submit it. If you want to learn more about China, just keep following us on our Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube.
Yeah.
Wait, what was this? By the way, what was this series called? They tried to make it interesting. Remember?
Yeah.
What was it called? It was called Funny China.
Yeah, something like that.
This was part of a series called Funny China.
I think it was. Yeah. Either way, this was not fun at all.
I can't wait to tune in.
Yeah, I know. It's like the most boring. Literally, the robot was more interesting than this girl.
Yo, this is like, where's the longboard? Where's the freaking camera cuts? Where's the cool like spray painting stuff?
Like bohemian music.
Or whatever was cool. By the way, vlogging was cool in like 2015 or something, not 2020. They were a little late to the show, but I loved how they had to bust out, here's my 5G box. They had to throw everything in there. But it's just incredible how tone deaf the Chinese government is. It's like the worst. You know those PSAs you grow up with about not doing drugs and shit and just makes you want to do drugs?
Sure.
China's like that times 100. They have literally no idea how to appeal to anyone. It's hilarious. I love it.
She just sits there deadpan and recites something like a freaking robot.
Well, you know what she's doing is she's talking about the NPC, the National People's Congress, right?
Yeah.
That's what she's talking about.
Yeah.
That's the subject matter.
She is an NPC at this point.
That's the joke.
Exactly.
.jpg.
After editing this video clip, I'm now ready to submit it.
That is the most robotic thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
She is definitely not running on 5G.
Well, she was before she took an arrow to the knee anyway.
Yes, absolutely.
Let's move on to what they did next. Because, I mean, pretty obvious that didn't work out, right?
Yeah.
So that didn't work. So
that was 2020.
Yeah. This is also 2020.
This is 2021, I thought.
Maybe.
Yeah. Whatever.
Anyway.
It's the next one.
The next one in line, they were like, that didn't work. Let's try a crude stop motion animation. See if that works.
So remember, this is the state.
Yeah. This is
top government.
Yeah, Xinhua,
body.
dude. Xinhua. This is them.
Hi guys, this is Little V, an e-journalist. Today I'm gonna report on China's 2 sessions for you. The 2 sessions refer to the annual meetings of China's national legislature and political advisory body.
Yeah,
it's cool that they managed to use some historical technology and record audio on a wax block.
I know.
What was that?
It's bad, dude.
Bro, you could have had us, China. Yeah. We were your best spokespeople, and look at what you've done. It's a shameful embarrassment.
Little V.
Little V. So they're like, I know it's cool, Wallace and Gromit?
Maybe.
Like, what was in the meeting?
There was, like, I'm an E-journalist or whatever. I guess they're trying to...
V-journalist.
Whatever.
E-journalist,
yeah. I don't care. Whatever it was, it failed miserably. I'm not interested. In fact, I can't think of anything more boring, to be honest. How can you make something that's boring even more boring?
But it's even bad for, like, stop-motion clay shit. It's, like, 6 frames total.
I honestly think
Igong 6 frames.
you know how like waterboarding is a bad torture and stuff. I think being subject to sitting through that 2 sessions is worse. So that didn't work. Let's try product placement. I don't really know how else to explain this next one.
So this is a new one.
Yeah,
this is last year.
2022.
Okay,
so it's like the previous one.
Outgoing one.
Yeah. I mean, we saw the one from this year is Rick going CPCPCC.
I feel like we got him a raise.
Yeah, I think
they were like, wow, this Rick guy is really appearing on foreign media a lot.
Yeah, I think so too. This had 300 and something views, so didn't do great, I think.
Okay.
Anyway, let's take a quick look.
300 views.
Yeah. Anyway, let's...
Out of 1 million subs.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Zhu Jing with Xinhua News Agency.
Hello guys, I'm Li Xiaohui from Xinhua News Agency.
In March, China enters its annual 2 sessions time.
So this year is my first time to go to the Great Hall of the People to cover the China's most important political meeting.
As we know, the 2 sessions are the country's annual meetings
of the
National People's Congress, or NPC, and the National Committee of the Chinese People's Political Consultative Conference, or CPPCC.
CPPCC.
Now I'm preparing some equipment.
So for this year's report, I've got some
pause it for a second.
Yeah.
Are they literally going to show off the tech again?
Yeah, they're going to show it off.
Oh, gosh.
That's what they do.
Let's see.
Yeah, what did they
see
get?
What they got this year.
Notebook.
Translation device. Osmo Pocket. Very small recorder. I can put it in my pocket.
Spy over here.
Hello, guys.
Smart recorder. Meeting modes, presentation modes, interview modes.
Wow. Bro, pause
Yeah.
it. That's all DJI stuff and other Chinese products, like state-run products.
Sure.
This is a very good way to out these companies as state-affiliated whenever they claim not to be,
Well, I mean, if they're being broadcast as being part of the 2 sessions.
This isn't Fox or CNN. This is the state media going into the biggest government body meeting.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
like product placement.
I don't understand what the product placement's all about. Anyway, I love what happens next. You're going to have to see what happens next.
请关注我们的两会报道。
Please pay attention to our report on the 2 sessions.
Wow.
That's such a shit translator.
By the way, that if you ever see those translator things, there's all these Chinese products where it's like, I use this magical tool and it translates.
Especially if it looks like a cone or it's some earphone thing or whatever.
It's a dog whistle.
Then you know it's like
a shill thing.
Yeah.
You'll see like CCP shills that they'll always get product placement things for this like live translator thing.
Yeah, like an earphone thing.
I can travel and where do I go to? How do I get to the market? And they say something completely wrong.
Yeah, it's I hate those products so much. Just
Google.
use Google Translate. It's great. Although you can't use Google Translate in China because it's blocked.
Ooh, I think we're on to big translate here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's see what happens next.
Okay, let's go. This is.
Now, it's important to pay attention. She's going to ask for advice. Okay. She's going to ask, because it's her first time.
Yeah.
She's going to wait until you see the advice she gets from her colleague over here. Okay.
I'd be interested to see the advice.
Because, think about it. It's your first time. You're going to go to the 2 sessions. You need some advice. Like,
what should I not do?
Yeah, what should I do? What shouldn't I do?
Yeah.
That kind of thing. Let's see what she gives her. It's fantastic advice. Watch this.
My first time to cover the 2 sessions. So do you have any suggestions for me?
Well, let me see. At the 2 sessions each year, the annual economic development goals will be unveiled in the government work report. And this year, lawmakers will deliberate a draft decision on the number of deputies to the 14th NPC and their election. Unlike many Western systems, China's NPC deputies come from all walks of life. Their motions are closely related to our daily life. I think it's one of the vivid reflections of China's whole process, people's democracy.
Wait, that was her. So
was that
what was
some
her
great advice?
She said, "Do you have any advice?" This is my first time. She must be nervous, right?
Yeah.
Just going into this biggest government conference, like you could get executed for doing something wrong, right?
Sure.
And she literally just goes on about what the 2 sessions is. She doesn't give her any advice.
No advice whatsoever. She just read a monologue about what they're going to be. What is that bullshit? I'd hate to have a colleague like that. Excuse me, where's the bathroom? They'll be like, there's 2 sessions application of this and that, and the next thing read off a whole script of something else. You're like, okay, well, screw you then. It's like
Confucius or Confucius.
Yeah, man.
CPPCC.
Okay, so none of it worked. No one cares about your boring political meeting where a bunch of unelected tyrants discuss things they've already decided to do.
By the way, I gotta shout out your artwork here. It's a great report, by the way. You did a great job. Just for all you listeners, they're usually on CCP shit, like on their propaganda or their official statements. They'll have doves. Like
they always have doves.
They love doves.
And
sometimes they have a move on the websites.
Oh yeah, and they have that totem pole from Beijing.
Yeah. And so Winston just more accurately portrayed what it actually represents.
Yeah.
And that is the dead birds.
Yep.
Anyway, that was a great report. And now you guys know everything about the 2 sessions. We'll always celebrate with the rap every year.
And look.
Congrats to Rick.
Yeah, exactly. By the way, like I said, I had to go through over 100 videos about the 2 sessions. I picked out a couple. There are so many more gems in there, but I got overloaded.
Yeah.
And I was like, I just got to...
It was messed up because like I saw once and he had like huge bags under his eyes and he turns to me and he goes, maybe we're doing the wrong thing, dude. Maybe the CCP is actually good. And he just was getting lost in it, you know.
Obviously not. But yeah, I was getting lost. It's horrible. It's boring. No one gives a shit about this boring political stuff, you know?
No.